Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store, Forged Irish Stout. We're here, Frazer Clarke. Frazer, long time no see. How are we, mate? By the way, congratulations on what was one of the best fights I've seen. Sadly, I wasn't there in person, but what a fucking fight.
No, thank you. I keep getting all these congratulations. I didn't fucking win. It's mad. But, yeah, no, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
One of them, though, even though you didn't get the victory, it goes down in history as like one of the best British. I know it's, you know, one of them where it's like, fuck, but still, you must walk away from that and go, you know, we made history of it.
I think the only good thing that came from it is I feel like I was given half the chance to prove to people what I was about. And, you know, obviously, everyone in the industry knows up until that moment, there's a lot of question marks around me. And I understand it. I really do. But, you know, I just hope I've answered a few questions to a few people. And, you know, it's no good resting on a draw, so we've got to build from this, and I'm sure we will.
100%. I mean, you had a lot of pressure coming into that. I mean, I think Fabio sort of, at the start, I think he's played this quite well. He's sort of almost got the pressure that Frazer's got and chucked in the fact, I'm from white collar, don't bother me. Like, I know where I've come from. You're going to get beat by the white collar guy. How much did that weigh on your mind through the week, or did it at all, or was it a case of I had that already?
No, it didn't at all, you know. It didn't at all. I didn't take him as a white collar boxer. I took him as a professional with 18 fights and 17 knockouts, whatever it was, something like that. So that was something. No disrespect, that was something for you guys to talk about. If you're a boxing person, you're a fighting person, then you just take that as a pinch of salt, really. Do you know what I mean? So I wasn't too bothered about that.
What are we going to see from you next? Everyone's saying, look, we have to see that again. Whether it be next, whether it be whenever. Could we see it next? What's happening with you?
I mean, naturally, see that, mate. Naturally, I want the rematch. Naturally, like it's just in me. I don't sleep as well as I would do with a win. You know, a draw just doesn't feel right to me. But I understand the boxing. I understand the business. I mean, Fabio could still the champion. And he could probably move on. But
money-wise, though, he knows now that that's a big money fight again. Then,
if we box it, I think we'll get paid well. Definitely, you know, I think we'll be all right for a little bit, and we should get paid well. But obviously the money is very important. But for me, it's just you go in the ring with a man. One man usually comes out the better. It's very rare that you come out on a draw. So I'd like to do it again. I'm not sure what he's being told to do or advised to do. But, yeah, fingers crossed we can get the fight on again.
With this sort of Saudi merry-go-round we're seeing with heavyweights, if you can't get the Fabio fight next, you must be licking your lips going, you know what, you're Hrgovic, you're Dubois, you're this, that, the others, chuck your name in there. Now you've proved with that performance, look, what you'd seen prior, this was coming kind of thing. Chuck your name in there and, you know, roll that with a big name.
I don't see why I can't get in the mix. I think my face fits. I think I can fight, I can talk, I can box, I can do all of the above. And I said this from day one. You know what? You know why I'm going to be excited is this. I can fight, and I've not got the best defence in the world. I'm honest. You know, I'm dead honest. Like you know, in the amateurs, every fight I had used to be life and death. I used to have absolute terror. It was like the Wardley fight so often. And I don't even know why, because I could have probably not had them. I could have got through them, but it is what it is. And you know, if I get invited out to fight inside, it'd be an hour. Of course, it would.
Look at the fighters like you look at the likes of a Dillian Whyte, who's just had his one victory under his belt. He's going to be looking at getting back under the lights and wants the big fights as well. Would you look at someone like him and go, you know what? A lot of the heavyweights quite a lot of them are tied up. Obviously, you've Joe Parker who'll be waiting. I think Zhang still has an option in that rematch, depending on what happens out there. Would you look at a guy like Dillian Whyte and go, we can make that happen, we can roll that?
I mean, it's crazy to mention these names because 3 months ago, Frazer Clarke was getting mentioned with the dirt. I was getting mentioned with the trash, and now we're talking about fighting Zhang and Joe Parker and everyone else. So it's mad how it comes full circle. But in terms of names like Dillian Whyte, of course, you know, it's a great fight for me anyway. He's looking to rebuild, but you know, I'm not sure how that would work. But yeah, you know, that sort of name interests me a lot. Of course, it does.
What do you make of this 5v5 and the two heavyweight fights that are on that? Wilder, Zhang, both got beat by Joe Parker, question marks over Deontay. And obviously Zhang spoke to him and he's like, look, I won't make the same mistake twice, condition will be better, etc. How do you see that marrying up?
That fight between them two? You can talk about Zhang saying, he won't make that mistake again. I think the second half of the fight, I think being so big, I don't think it's going to be great the second half of the fight personally. I think it'd be a 4 or 5 round shootout, that one, you know. I really do.
Could it go either way though when you look at it? Because obviously we saw the vulnerabilities of Wilder in one fight, but we've seen also when Wilder can turn it on, that's a punch that's gone kind of thing. Like it's a lights out punch.
Yeah, but at that fight for me, Wilder, it's about using his brain. You ain't gonna stunt. That fight's not about standing there and trading with Zhang. Use your feet, use what you're good at, be an athlete, and I think you can win quite well.
Hrgovic, Dubois, they had a bit of back and forth, bit of needle as well. What did you think about that?
Who put a pound in Daniel? You know what I mean? Like,
he's coming out of his shell a bit, isn't he? Apparently behind the scenes, so he says, I'm gonna knock this cunt out or something like that.
Yeah, fair play to him. Listen, anyone he hits, he can knock out. I'm telling you now, he's up there with the big punches in the division. Big punches. Yeah, he's a massive puncher. Hrgovic is a great fighter, very experienced. On his day, he's really good. On other days, he's not so good. So, but he seems really confident and driven. Yeah. I've seen that he's having a newborn baby as well. I know the motivation that gives you. So, you know, he'll be right up for it.
Undisputed, Fury-Usyk. It's approaching now. We've seen the condition of Tyson after the cut. Obviously, Usyk's doing his thing, pound for pound, one of the best in the sport. Where do you lean to? Is it?
It's a horrible one. It's a horrible one because I've chopped and changed. You know, I was dead pro. I was all Fury before the Ngannou fight. And I know he was out of condition and whatnot, and now I know he is in condition. But this is going to sound weird because he's massive. But is he in shape or is he just skinny? Do you know what I mean? There's a difference. Has he
just done a weight thing?
Has he just lost weight or is he in shape? I don't know. And I hope he proves me wrong. I want Tyson Fury to win the fight, of course I do. But I see the picture. Obviously, you can't go off pictures. I'll be over there, so I'll have a look at them both. But Usyk for me, he's such a good fighter. You know, really good. I'm still on the fence because Fury.
Use your size against Usyk. Is that what it is? Do you say, look, lean on your because he's that skilled though? Does he allow you to do that?
People talk about this. Oh, you got to use your size. You got to lean on him. You got to rough him up. Andy Joshua's a beast, and how much did he rough him up? People don't stand in front of you to let you be rag him around like a rag doll. It don't work like that. You know, you use your brain, use your experience. You're going to get leaned on because it's the nature of the beast. That's what happens in a fight. But I don't think he's just going to sit around all day and let Tyson lean on it. I don't think that's going to work like
that. Not a heavyweight topic, but I want to get your opinion on Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. What a build-up. I mean, just in your own words, what do you make of all that drinking beer on the stage? I mean, coming in, I think £3.2 over, paying $1.5 million fine and going, yeah, we'll pay that. What do you make of that? Because that's wild.
Right now, you know, like in every town, in every pub, you got the crazy man. Ryan Garcia would fit in my local pub. Honestly, he's lost the plot, hasn't he? He's lost it completely.
Do you worry for him today?
Yeah, I do. I worry for him. I think he's going to get beat well by a really good Devin Haney. But he's always dangerous. So I'm a massive Haney fan. I think he's great, and I think Ryan's a great character. But I worry for him tonight, and I worry for him going forward. You know, if you got real good friends, they need to get around him and help him out. I think.
Right, last one from me. Ideally, when we seen you back in the ring, have you got conversations about meetings, you know, with Ben and whoever, and say, look, let's get this cracking, because you want to build off that momentum, don't you? While you obviously things are going well.
I had a few conversations, but
come on, what can you tell?
No. Look, Fabio's nose is Donald Duck, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's fucked. So he's got to have time to heal, and we'll go from there. You know, hopefully we can have these conversations soon. I've honestly got not much to tell you. I want it to happen sooner rather than later. Obviously, he needs time, and we'll go from there.
Fair enough. Frazer Clarke, always appreciate your time. We'll catch up soon.